Hello, I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today, we're looking at Bagon, Shelgon, and Salamence, and because it's just a typical dragon, nothing else special attached Pokemon to it, we're going to play a game. I'm not going to show you every single thing, but because you get to see everything I do, you can follow along if you choose. I am going to have a counter at the side of the screen for how many times we see something retarded like Draco, Drago, Dragoon, or something super basic along those lines like we saw in the Dragonite episode. Aragon, I kind of expect. I remember thinking the same thing or something similar when I was younger. Maybe not for Salamence, but definitely just as a dragon nickname. I get it, that's fine. Book series. Nothing negative to say about it. Draco slash, close enough, that's one. Reminder, Big Mama will always be a bad nickname. Spyro, I'm pretty sure I've used as a placeholder before. I get it, I understand. To me, it just feels a little cliche, so I don't really care for using it, but if that's your thing and you want to, I understand. This was actually one of the comment suggestions, and I had to look it up because I wasn't sure what it was. The Google results were basically along the lines of D&D, Final Fantasy, and just mythology. I wasn't sure which of the three he was referring to, but hey, it's here on Pokemon.net, so someone else out there, I guess Final Fantasy is probably the one he was going for. Salamander, I'm going to acknowledge. I kind of think of the Yu-Gi-Oh card, so for me it's more like literal fire dragon, but I'm 99% sure it just has ties to just dragons in general. It's a cool sounding thing. Pretty sure you spelled it wrong. I remember the card being a bunch of A's, no E's, so... I'll acknowledge Jabberwock, Jabberwocky, Alice in Wonderland, also a poem with the same name. It's fine if you want to use it. I don't really have too much extra to say about it. I'm not particularly crazy about the name, but I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with using it. Went to Google this one too, just because I wasn't entirely sure, but it looked familiar enough. Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. I don't have a problem with it. That's fine. That's your dig. We're gonna count that as 2. Dracaris. Sure enough, that is Game of Thrones. So should I give Dracaris a pass then? 2.5? 3.5? Okay. It's actually been much less Dragos than I've been expecting, if I'm honest. Okay, so I definitely would not have gotten Violence and Salamander out of Violanda. Don't know why he would expect someone to do that, but whatever. Regardless, all the nicknames here are absolute garbage, trash tier. It's the usual stuff for him. Drake, there's another one. That's 4.5. 5.5. 6.5. 7.5. 8.5. Why is it like, I did the whole counter expecting there to be a bunch, and truthfully there wasn't a bunch. It only now just kicked in right here at the end. And the 0.5 is only because like one of them was Game of Thrones characters. I'm like, I don't know if I should count that or not, because on one hand, it's a reference to Game of Thrones. On the other hand, it's a shit name for a stupid idiot dragon anyway. Like, Saphira and Jet have been the two most popular things I've seen on here, but there's nothing on here that I would recommend at all. So that's it. We've reached the bottom. Much less Draco than I was expecting. Like, maybe I should have done the counter for Dragonite, because there was 1,000 of those, and I wanted to try and exercise and prove a point, but that kind of backfired because not everyone was doing it. Check the spreadsheet real quick. This one actually has one. I don't know what the fuck this is. Skyrim. That's what that is. There's a lot of fictional dragons I don't apparently know about. As far as favorites, recommendations, I don't really have one, honestly. This is kind of just a pick your reference. Which series that was referenced is your favorite? Which name do you think is best? I remember doing Emerald Randomizer, coming across Salamence, grabbing it, and then like looking through Pokemon.net and basically being irritated and disappointed. So I had low expectations for this episode. The one I got fed up with and decided was based off of one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Kiryu. It's nothing particularly special, but like, I don't know, you ever have a thing where like you have a sentimental attachment to it, and if you're asked to explain why that is, you wouldn't know how? That's basically it. Does it like resemble it? Like, no, not really, but like, I don't know, favorite card, and it's something I could use as a nickname, so I just kind of went with that, and that's the end of it. And personally, I don't think we're gonna see too many other Draco bullshit in the future. Like, I feel like Salamence and Dragonite are the two, like, most generic dragons you could possibly get. I don't think we're gonna see it for Garchomp. But if I end up seeing a bunch, we'll try again with the counter. But the point is basically, don't do that shit. It's stupid, boring, and I hate you. Anything else? Suggestions, otherwise, whatever you've used in the past, put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones that you think are good. That does not mean your own comment. I see you liking your own comment. You're not sly. And then, dragon nicknames Salamence. Saphira was the most popular.